Yeah.
Afternoon, yeah.
Hello, Chris.
Just start with some team news.
Yeah.
A couple of players who were out last weekend. One, Somerville, who was a bit of a surprise, and then Mavropanos. So have they been training this week, close to making?
Yeah. Both of them are getting better. Still tomorrow to assess.
The game against Liverpool, I
Yeah.
think everyone's been very surprised at their form this season, just because they were champions last season, now losing 6 of the last Premier League games. What have you made of what's happened to them?
What I meant is that it is a good team, and in football what matters is what you do in the day. So what we expect is the champions of the Premier League, players that talented and capable of doing good things. So we have to get ready.
Andy Robertson, he gave a really emotional interview after the Scotland game where he mentioned his friend Diogo Jota, who passed away, someone you knew really well. I just wanted to ask, how have you coped with that, the loss of him this season?
Everybody it's been difficult. Every time we remember about Diogo, it's always the good memories, and we miss them. We miss him a lot.
Thank you for answering that. You're playing at home again this weekend. I think beforehand, earlier in the season, West Ham at home would bring a lot of nerves. I think you mentioned that word, nervous, but because of the last two results, are the players going in now with more confidence and more excited about playing at the London Stadium?
I think so. It's been good at the London Stadium. Our fans have been supportive. I always say it's up to us to try and deliver. But again, I say to you, Chris, football is the day, is what you do. What you did before doesn't really matter anymore. So Sunday is again a new challenge for us.
Callum Wilson scored 2 goals, but then he was substituted on the weekend. Can you just give us the thinking behind that substitution? I know substitutions are always interesting for managers because sometimes you'll get them right, sometimes maybe you'll think you get them wrong. But what was your assessment now of that substitution?
Something that I think the team needed, but overall, looking at the game in Bournemouth, I think it's a good point. It's a good point I achieved. We had a chance to look at the game, see. It's a tough place to go, and I think the players realize how hard it's going to be, the way they work. And in the end, it's a positive. It was a positive game for us.
Obviously, it took him a little while to settle in here, just in terms of injuries and getting into the team. But to score 2 on the weekend, obviously, I guess it's fantastic for you. He's spoken himself about wanting to get into the England squad. Do you think that's a possibility?
I think it's wonderful that he's challenged himself to achieve such a major individual goal. I hope he succeeds, but he has to do it and keep scoring for us. Hope he continues.
And just the final one from me. I know you've kind of downplayed him in recent weeks, but Freddie Potts is another game for him where he's played for West Ham and the team's gone unbeaten. How much of an impact has he made in the midfield in the last 3 games?
Not only Freddie, I think all the players are improving, and this is our objective, to improve individual players, and some of them will play and help the team, some of them will come from the bench, but all of them are going to be needed, even if you are not in the squad. Looking ahead, the amount of games that we're gonna have, all the players are going to be involved, all the players are going to help. And Freddie is just an example of what we want for the players. He's not in, he comes, he makes an impact. Hope he continues.
Thank you.
Cheers, Chris.
Hi, Nuno.
Hello.
Hi. Just going back to Liverpool and their form. Their form against West Ham over the years has actually been very good. West Ham don't have a good record against Liverpool at all. Is that something? I think it's only 1 win in the last 18 Premier League games. Is that something that can get into players' minds when they go on, even irrespective of your current form or Liverpool's form, but past results?
With all my, I think both of the things don't mean anything. The history of the results before, the form of the teams doesn't really matter. It's about the day. It's going to be a new game. It's going to be a new game that it's up to us to try and play good, knowing that we're going to face a very good team that has players capable of doing fantastic things, and we have to get ready and try also to go and compete.
When you look at Liverpool, obviously the team that won the league last season and the team that have been struggling for results, what can you see that's different about them this season?
I look at individually, only for our game. I don't make major analysis of our opponents. It's how can we compete against the opponent that we have ahead. And what we have ahead is a very good team of football, Obviously,
They showed how good a team they can be last season in winning the league. Once a team is in this sort of rut they're in at the moment, losing 9 out of 12, how difficult is it to pull themselves out of it? Can it just happen in one game, or is it something that needs to radical change over time in order to pull things around?
Looking back at recent years, every team has these kinds of momentums going, and then they react. Though I'm only focused on West Ham, on our players. How can we compete? How can we play? The opponents, then let them find their own solutions.
From a managerial point of view, you've got some very prominent figures, pundits and so on, talking about Arne Slot and talking about his future. As a fellow manager, do you have sympathy for the guy in the other dugout if he's going through that sort of situation and people are talking about his job could hang on this result or the next 3 results? Or whatever?
All the managers in the Premier League and all over the world always questions. The press raises questions. It's part of the industry.
So in your mind, you obviously meet Arne Slot before the game and after the game and so on, but that sort of thing doesn't cross your mind?
No, look, I will salute him and I'll, normal. But you keep asking me. I'm thinking about myself. How can I help my players? How can we prepare tomorrow? Then Sunday will come and you have to compete. It's all about that.
In terms of preparing your side, you watched Liverpool's recent matches and so on. There's talk of Arne Slot. He said himself that he might make changes. So have you got any idea of what you're going to come up against?
No, I don't know. No, we can't expect anything, especially teams that face Euro competitions due to the amount of games. So we cannot predict the starting 11. What we know, no matter who's going to start, we're going to face a tough opponent.
And in terms of those opponents, you say no matter who starts, people saying even someone like Mo Salah might not start, or people have suggested he could be dropped. Would you rather face a Liverpool without Mo Salah or with Mo Salah?
We don't know. We don't know. What I say, and I repeat to you, no matter who, the squad of Liverpool has immense quality all over the place, all over the positions.
And just obviously you want to talk about your team, the way the form has gone recently, and 3 unbeaten and so on. Have you noticed a change from when you arrived in here? You get a few results. Have you noticed a change in the mentality and the mood around the place in that time?
What I notice is the improvement of the players. I think they are getting better each day. We are trying to grow as a team. Each training session is important for us. Then come the games, and I think the players are improving. We expect them to go better and better day by day. This is our philosophy. We are focused on individual performance, then the impact on the team. How can we become a team that we want to be, a team that is compact, solid and competes very well?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, hands off, please.